Hey everybody, it's the old sports editor Ronnie Gallagher, and we're here for another edition of Roaming the County. Now, when we left you last time, it was really cold. It was a football playoffs. Today's February the 13th. It's still really cold, and that means it's the first day of baseball season. And we're going to go around the county, and we're going to talk to some of the coaches in the high schools here. Baseball's big in this county, and we're going to look at some of the best players. And we're going to have our son drop all sport with us, of course. So we're going to start off at Carson High School with the dean of coaches in the county, Chris Cauble. He's won many a championship, and then we're going to roam around to see it all. So let's go find Chris. All right, I'm here with Chris Cauble, the coach at Carson High School. You know, you're the dean of coaches in the county, 23 years of coaching, 14 as a head coach. You know, Chris, I always wonder, has it really changed a lot over the years?
Well, the kids have changed a little bit. The game itself is still the same. You still got to field it, you got to pitch it, and you got to hit it. So, in a lot of regards, it's the same. But the kids have changed a lot since the first year I coached.
Now, you know, you were 16-9 last year. You went to the second round of the playoffs, lost to Charlotte Catholic. Do you think you can be better this year, even though you lost the Gunnar Hogans and the Joseph Basingers and the Kyle Bridges?
Well, we definitely need some people to step up and fill, especially JoJo Basinger's spot behind the plate. But Gunnar Hogan's been a mainstay for us for 4 years. So we've got a lot of kids that need to step up this year, but as a whole pitching staff, we're very excited about the depth that we have pitching-wise and think we can go 4 or 5 deep on the pitching chart this year.
How's it feel to be on camera, being interviewed? It's like being with Aaron Andrews or something, isn't it?
A lot like Aaron, but just you could look a little better.
Thanks. And that's about it for Chris Cauble. No, I'm joking. Yeah, okay. I made my way down to South Rowan. We're talking to Coach Thad Chrisman. Now, you talk about a successful baseball player, still holds the career saves record at North Carolina, and he's going to bring some of that success here this year. You know, you had a year last year where you lost a lot of games, 6 games by a run or two. And how is that going to change this year?
I think the kids learned what we needed to do to win those games, and so I expect us to win those games this year.
Okay, well, let's talk about a couple of your players like Matt Miller and Eric Tyler.
Well, yeah, Matt's he's been a horse for us on the mound past couple of years and pitched a lot of those tight games and pitched a whale of a game. You know, last year, you're thinking about the playoff game we just lost was down to the last couple of innings and just one mistake there, and we gave up a couple runs and pitched. You know, he lost 2-1 and 3-1 to East Rowan, and so it really gave us a big lift. And I expect him to carry the bulk of the load again, and I think he'll do well. And I think the rest of the guys will play well behind him.
How about Tyler?
Well, it's nice to have a kid like Eric to throw to, and he's so smart. You know, he's a very smart baseball player, but he's also talented too, and he's a great leader. And thankful that he's going to be around not just this year, but another year. So.
Now, we've been to South Rowan, and now we're over at West Rowan with Chad Parker. You know, it was a weird season last year. You came on like in the middle of it, and it was just a weird thing. How did you adapt to that, and what's it going to be like this year with you being the head man the whole time?
It was definitely different last year. Just try to kind of pick up on the fly with the kids and try to keep the season going along and try to make improvements. It was nice this year, being able to start from September with them and kind of maybe hopefully put my stamp on it. This year looks a little better. I think we're a little better prepared. We've had a good fall and winter, so hopefully that'll show up in the win column.
Yeah, you know, West has had such a good tradition in baseball. And who are some of your best players back?
This year we got Matt Miller back on the mound, looking for a big year out of him. Michael Pinkston's healthy, going to hopefully anchor down the plate for us. Got a cast of newcomers, really hoping some guys step up. You know, Michael Ball, Nick Collins, Hunter Teeter's back at short, looking for him to have a great year for us.
You know, now what's it like? You're out here being interviewed on camera. Is this kind of like being on ESPN with Aaron Andrews or something, isn't it?
Unfortunately, you're not Aaron Andrews.
All right, well, we're over here with Brian Hightower and the mighty East Rowan Mustangs. You know, every coach I've talked to has said you're the favorite in the North Piedmont Conference.
Well, I mean, they can have their opinion. We're going to come out and work hard and just do the best we can as far as going out and trying to win every single ball game.
That's right. Now, I know last year was like the first time in 5 years you hadn't won 20 games, and I know you got the talent to get that 20th win or more. You want to tell me about some of your best players?
Well, I mean, you know, we're fortunate. We lost a lot of good players. We got a lot of great players that are going to step in, and we got some that are returning. Infield's going to be pretty good experience. Fleming's going to roll over to shortstop. Great players going to Surrey. You got Andy Austin's obviously on the corner over there at first. Is going to Wilmington. Chase Haycock's going to go maybe a D2, D3 school, just looking to see where that goes. And then we're going to bring in a youngster who got in a little bit of varsity experience last year with Hunter Brooks. We're anchored, our pitching staff, you know, with Bradley Robbins and Bost and Mathis are going to be our 3 go-to guys, and then, you know, calling all the pitches and doing all the work, the tough stuff behind the dish, and that's going to be Fulbright, and you know, he's just going to Guilford, and great ball player. And then, you know, in the outfield we're going to have some new faces out there. Hoping Roby Holmes comes in and maybe play some left and help us out DH or whatever he goes out there. And then we got some youngsters coming in. Got Connor Johnson running center with Moose out there in right and center, and then Mathis also playing out there.
Right, we made it up to Spencer, North Carolina, to North Rowan. We're standing here with Aaron Reimer. He's in his 2nd year. You know, Aaron, you were the only team that won 20 games in the county last year, and you went farther than anybody. Now, what have you got coming back this year?
We got a good group of pitchers back this year. A lot of athleticism coming back. We got a few team leaders that we can count on.
Who are they?
Tyler White is one of our main ones. Alex Morgan's another one we're going to count heavily on. Jake Smith, he's got a big role to fill, and so does Mason Jennings.
Yeah. Well, you know, you played for North, you played at Catawba, so you've always been around this county. What is it that makes this county such a good baseball county?
This county's got all kinds of talent here. You know, the kids in every sport. It's not just baseball. Yeah. The kids love the game, and the Salisbury Post does a great job of, you know, giving them incentive to be out there.
I love this guy. Now, you know, now you're being interviewed. It's like being on ESPN or something with Aaron Andrews. I'm like Aaron Andrews.
You're not quite that good looking.
Well, we've saved the best for last here at Salisbury High School. We're here with Scott Maddox, coach of the Hornets. Now, you went 14-11 last year, and how about telling us some of the guys you got coming back?
Yeah, we had a pretty good year. We've got Brian Bout coming back. He's coming off an injury from football, separated shoulder. Not his throwing shoulder, but still he had surgery, and they've asked him to take it easy till the middle of March. He's, you know, Carolina's looking at him, so he's a pretty big-time guy for us. Scott Vanderpool, he's back. Kyle Wolf, and Chance Bowden. There are 4 starters that are back.
You know, the one thing everybody says, though, is that a lot of your tougher competition comes from right here in this county. Well, what is it about this county in baseball?
Well, it's pretty unbelievable, actually, when you go outside the conference. You know, after you played East Rand and Carson and South and West and North, it's hard to play anybody a whole lot better.
You know, one more thing, though. You're getting interviewed on camera. It's almost like ESPN. It's almost like you're talking to Aaron Andrews or somebody.
To be quite honest with you, I almost called you Chris Berman a couple of times, Ronnie. It's
double chin. All right, that's it for another Sundrop Roaming the County show. We thought we'd come out to all the baseball fields and let you just get a little glimpse of all the teams and see that the season's starting, and it's going to warm up. I'll guarantee that. And there's going to be some good baseball across the county, because there always is. And all of the coaches all wanted to know where their Sundrop was, and I forgot all of them. So we'll get them a sun drop, and you need to drink it too. Remember, buy it, drink it, love it. It's the best drink around, and it sponsors this show, and we love baseball. And come out to a baseball game; you'll enjoy it. So we'll see you around the county this spring.